Hi guys, welcome to the Great Apostate. You're my echoey kitchen. Hello, hello, hello. Because the light is very bad in the other room. It's dark tonight, it's late, and if I was to actually do the video without half decent light, I would be so ugly. It's worse than you'd think, trust me. So today I did something I rarely do these days. Look what I did. I went to a cart and I got a magazine, and look what else I got with it. I'm very excited. I got an invite to the Be Courageous convention. Now, I didn't have the heart to tell the lady who gave it to me that I'm going to be at the Be Courageous convention in the London Excel in August. And if you want to come along too, please do so. There's going to be two events, one the 10th and 11th, I believe it is, and then one the weekend after that. Contact me if you want to come. We will meet. I will shake your hand. It will be awesome. My goodness, I've high hopes that it's going to be a big protest, but you know, I might have to eat my hat if no one shows up, but I know some people are going to show up, and some people are coming from all over the world, so it's going to be an exciting event. Guys, I remember the girl, she actually looked at me, she was very excited that I took her literature, her free literature, and she said, "Oh, are you aware of our website?" And I said, "Yes, I look, so you don't have to." She didn't laugh, I don't know why. Anyway, guys, that's the details of the next protest coming up. I'm really excited about it. So many people involved, and I'm only doing a little bit, which is nice. So I did my last video on Kingdom Hall Rules. I think it's time. I think you deserve it. It's going to be a hard week. Part 2. Kingdom Hall Rules Part 2. What were the stupid rules that only your Kingdom Hall had? But it wasn't really just your Kingdom Hall, don't worry. So here we go from Victor. No part in the meeting if you're not wearing a jacket. Very true. In fact, in my Kingdom Hall, you couldn't wear a jacket. You had to have a complete suit. A jacket was not good enough. Not a motorbike or a two-door car, because it is selfish. That's true, I remember that. That was not allowed. In fact, I remember a guy who did have a two-door car. He was a farmer in my Kingdom Hall. And he's a nice guy. I wasn't great friends with him, but later on, after I'd left the witnesses, I ended up becoming a nightclub bouncer, and I worked with him at that. And I found out recently he died. He did. This is actually all true. So Ivan was a nice guy, and we got into a few fights together in Belfast. Ivan was a nice guy, and he died of mad cow disease, which is very weird. But he was a farmer, so I suppose he was around cows a lot. But mad cow disease, or bovine spongiform encephalopathy, not a good disease to have. Moving right on. Our family was brought up for taking our shoes off in both our homes and other people's. So off they would come for a book study when it was at someone's home. Someone in our book study group was stumbled by my dad conducting the book study in his socks. He ended up buying a pair of shoes especially for the study that he never wore outside. That is such bullshit. Imagine that. He had to have... Oh, Jesus would be angry if you wore socks. It's ridiculous. Let me pause that. The dog's barking next door. Are you back? Good. Agree with everything and raise your hand if you have to vote on something. I have to remember that. The voting was the one opportunity we had where we actually had sort of like a hint of democracy. And I remember once our Kingdom Hall we actually voted against something. I voted against something once. Just to friggin' do it. I'm trying to say friggin' instead of F, because somebody told me off for swearing, and I don't want to get them. Don't want to insult people. Here somebody says, if you were to give a talk, you couldn't wear a coloured shirt. It had to be white. Absolutely, I remember that well. You could get away with a blue shirt. A blue shirt was tolerable, but not really. Okay? No high school reunions. No sideburns on men. No elbow patches. No fishnet tights. Fishnet tights? No elbow patches? This is like a 1970s convention of like mustachioed porn stars, isn't it? Okay. No college. Yeah, there's a lot of teary faces here, including mine. Yay, no college. That was awesome. I was counseled for being a fan of NASCAR. Why? According to the elders, I've heard this one before. Fan is short for fanatic. I just looked at them and said, "You guys are idiots," or I thought, "You guys are idiots." I'm still a fanatic of NASCAR. I remember hearing that, yes. Who would want to be fanatical about anything but Jehovah? Neil, Jehovah. My Kingdom Hall was so laid back compared to others. Everyone knew to not expect to see my family when the Daytona 500 was on. You lucky Kingdom Hall. Dear me. There was a couple of Kingdom Halls apparently. Somebody contacted me recently and said, like I don't know what you're talking about. My Kingdom Hall was awesome. Well, best of luck to you. Teens wanted to have a party. We had picked out the cool adults for chaperones. You always pick out the cool adults, didn't you? Got told by an elder we couldn't have a party just for the teens, that we should include the little ones and older ones. I spoke up. I said, first of all, we all babysat the little ones and want to enjoy ourselves, not mind the little kids. And the older ones will complain about music being loud. And then I hit him with, so the next time you have an adults only card party, I can come too? He was like, well, no, that's for the adults. I said, well, by your own words, we should not segregate age groups, it would be all included. So which is it? Oh, protest stewards getting messages about the protest. It's all coming up. Anyway, we had our party. It wasn't popular with the elders. Then for a while, it was no costume parties. Yes, and no costume parties, remember that? Now, where are we? I got counselled for dark nail polish. The brother told me my fingers looked like black olives. I laughed in his face and walked away. That's probably not the best example of how you would discourage black nail polish. I would say, you look like a goth. What's up with that? Okay, I'm not saying goths are bad. I'm just saying, okay, it's maybe the goths in that Marilyn Manson Tainted Love video, they can get away with it. Just saying. An elder told me I looked like I was dead with cold fingers. So next time, instead of black, I did fire engine red, and he said I looked like I was bleeding. I forgot about this until you said something. Isn't it funny? We all forget about the crap that we heard or were told. I remember I was told off for my hair, right? Because I had like a white afro, which I believe is known as a Jewfro back in the day. Like just like out to here, crazy. Like Napoleon Dynamite, he had the Jewfro, didn't he? So that was me. Hang on, let me get that. That's great. So then I started going bald around the age of 18, which sucked. And I shaved it. I didn't shave it as much as this. I shaved it with like a 3 razor. So a little bit more than this. And I remember being told off by an elder who said, no decent Christian would shave their head like that. Now I still see you, Lee Overton, right? You're an elder now, and apparently it's okay to be a decent elder Christian because you shave your head as you're bald. And I've seen your baldy shaved head many times. You can't have long sideburns, even though an older ministerial servant had long sideburns. Well, that's why he was a ministerial servant and not an elder. Okay, no gum inside the Kingdom Hall. That's just smart. That's just smart. People like me were dropping sherbet, right? Can you imagine what I'd be doing with gum? I'd be like a nuclear weapon in that place. No having sex in an elder's living room while house sitting. Maybe that was more specific to me and the girlfriend. Yeah, maybe you're getting a like. It's 8 weeks ago, but you're still getting a like, for God's sake, man. Yeah, that's definitely a rule that Jehovah's Witnesses had. A lot of churches would have that rule too. Here's somebody who says, we did it in her elder's father's bathroom while he was in the room next door. Ah! You dodgy man! No jackets without a slit in the tail. It's too Miami Vice. Do you remember that? The shoulder pads? Everyone had to have shoulder pads. Not me, baby, because I have huge shoulders. That's right. Oh, come on. Right, anyway. Moving on down. I keep getting messages from for the London protests. It's non-stop action, okay? You could not wear patterned tights. Oh, I say I wasn't allowed to wear patterned tights either, and it affected me for many years to come now. You know, the kids are asleep. I'm resting here. I'm in my patterned tights. It's all good. Linda's okay with me. She's leaving me, obviously. Just kidding. Right. No meditation, on anything but Bible. Literally mind control. Yeah, you weren't allowed to do meditation. Is that if that's what the person's getting at? And you certainly weren't allowed to do philosophy, which is a real shame because philosophy was excellent. And no yoga, as somebody says quite rightly. You weren't allowed to do yoga. I've never done yoga. Never done it once. I hear good things though. No worldly haircuts, like women with short hair. Well, that's lesbianic, isn't it? You can't have that. I was never into having posters of any kind, but I remember them saying putting posters of athletes or celebrities on the wall was idolatry. But the elder son had his wall full of Dwayne Wade. I don't know who that is, footballer, NFL, somebody like that. I remember that happened to my sister. She had all these like cheap posters from Top of the Pops magazine and stuff. And then one day they were all gone. And that was kind of sad, but it was what it was. No Pokemon. I think my mom convinced my dad to shut the fuck up on this one. Sorry, I did not write that. And it became a huge staple of my childhood. Okay. No worldly intimacy acts. If you don't reproduce, you can't do it, even if you're married. That's true. Here we go. No phone calls to worldly friends or overnights. I haven't heard that. Have I talked to them? Then the thing is, why would you ring them? They're not really good people. They're all dying at Armageddon. Right? When I was 10-year-old, I wanted to stay at a worldly friend's house, and my dad said, what if they have an altar to worship the devil, and ask me to join in? You know what? I have been in 1,000 worldly people's homes since leaving the Jehovah's Witnesses. I have never found an altar to the devil. I have never found one. Although I'm going to tell you what I found recently. And this is completely off topic. I'm just telling you this because, you want to know these things. So as you know, I'm a carpet cleaner. I was at this woman's house just last week. Knocked the door. Place was filthy. I was cleaning away, working hard. Ran out of water. Went into the kitchen. Right? There's the lady. Peeing in the sink. She's got a cigarette in one hand. She's squatted up on the sink. She waves me away like this. So I'm horrified. I walk away. I gave her some time to collect herself. And I come back in. She's climbed down. She's adjusting herself. The dishes are still in the sink. I swear to God, that's true. Oh, sweet Lord in heaven, that was the worst experience. That's the worst experience, let me tell you. That's it. Okay, moving on. True story. My wife at the time was working in field service with an elder, and he was talking about trying to climb the corporate ladder. He says, friends shouldn't be out there trying to get ahead at work, like going after a supervisor position or something. In the next breath he says, but I'm a supervisor at my job, so I guess it's okay. That's it, isn't it? Yes. I've got a big house, but you shouldn't have one. I've got a nice car, but you shouldn't have one. I'm going to break this up into a part of 3 and put it online, guys. I hope you're doing well, and I will speak soon. Take care.